Galloping Goose is galloping on. Got the Colorado Railroad. Oh, how cute. Look how cool. Not even the perfect one. Look at the top of the goose. Your birthday party, huh? So, the guy there holding the sign that was at the crossing back there, the bigger guy, he was giving Lily all kinds of love. Because he used to have an Australian Shepherd and stuff, and he was talking about Australian Shepherd. He asked me if he rode the car good. I said, yeah. Yeah, they just curl up, put their head in your lap, and go to sleep, don't they?
Good afternoon, welcome to the Colorado Railroad Museum, and welcome to our Saturday Express. We call it Saturday Express, and that has nothing to do with speed. We call it that because it only takes one stop. We're riding in as a genuine piece of Southern Colorado narrow gauge railroad history. Back in 1891, Otto Mears had the Rio Grande Southern Railroad running fairly successfully, so successfully that he'd pass out boarding passes that were stamped out of silver, came from the mines that the railroad was made to serve. Look at those. Unfortunately, it wasn't the last. In 1893, we had a recession. We all know what that is, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. As a result of that, what they call the silver crash, the failed German Silver Act, the value of silver went that way, all those mines in Rio Grande Southern was going to serve closed down. Well, now what do you do? We got a railroad with nothing to do but no money to make. Not much. It operated between the red and the black, and mostly the red for a number of years, and finally in the 1920s it went bankrupt. When it was reorganized and placed under new ownership, radical new ideas came towards the surface. One of them was that they took a Buick sedan, modified it this, threw away some of the parts they figured they wouldn't need anymore, like the steering wheel and wheels and tires, put landing wheels under it, valve on it, and air brakes in it, put it on the rails and ran it. This was good because with this, they could still make scheduled runs easily. Scheduled runs, of course, because they had a mail contract. A mail contract, post office says, well, with it, they had a crew of one instead of the usual train crew of 4 or 5. They didn't have the operating expense of the steam locomotive. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
So it worked. I like the idea so much, they did it all over again with another Buick. They looked for bigger vehicles, and they found Pierce Arrow limousines. About Pierce Arrow limousines and began modifying them the same way. The upshot of all this is that 1931 to 1936 they built a total of 7 of what they called motors. Technically you're riding in motor number 7, built in 1936, the last one built. They scrapped number 1 as parts for number 6, used the 6 remaining vehicles continuously until 1950. Oh, a little wheel slip? Yeah. Well, now you did it. The stall. There we go. Anyway, they operated continuously until 1950. 1950, the post office pulled the mail contract from the Rio Grande Southern and gave it to the trucking industry. Whoops. Now, without that income again, the railroad fell on hard times. So they tried something a little different again. They took 3 of these. This one included modifying them further. Putting windows in them and putting in seats that they got from the Denver Streetcar Company. And they tried doing excursion runs. Tried doing excursion runs into the scenic valleys and into the mountains of southern Colorado. Well, if it helped, it didn't help enough, because the following year, in 1951, the Rio Grande Southern went down. Closed up shops, scrapped its equipment, abandoned its lines, and went away. Of the 6 Galloping Geese, as we've come to know them, they were operating when they closed up shop. We've got 3 here at the museum. And our 3 run, and we're pretty proud of that. The other 3, one's down in Dolores, and they run them once in a while on the Durango and Silver, on the Crumbers and Toltec railroads.
Cool.
As a matter of fact, 3 weeks ago, we had it up here for our Goose Fest. So we had 4 of these things running around this loop for our Mother's Day.
Goose
Get it?
Fest.
Mother Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, that made the crossing guard real happy.
Yeah, really.
Make him earn his paycheck.
So that one's down there. One is down in the Ridgeway shops where they were originally built so long ago, and it's being cosmetically restored, although a couple of months ago they got the engine running, which is kind of neat.
Cool.
When it's done being worked on, it's supposed to go back to its owner, which is the Telluride Fire Department.
Really?
What a fire department's doing with one of these, I got no clue. Because it will not work as a pumper.
No.
The 3rd one's out at Knott's Berry Farm in California.
Yeah.
They use it out there during the wintertime when they're not running their trains.
That's right.
So that's pretty much the history of the Galloping Geese, except for the name Galloping Goose, where that came from. And we can attribute that by legend to a woman who rode one on the Rio Grande Southern one time. After a ride, she got off, turned around, looked at it, and said, "That's a Galloping Goose." And we can understand that, because on the railroad, these things operated at speeds of up to 35 miles an hour on a deferred maintenance track and road bed.
Oh man.
Here things are a little more sedate. We only do 8 to 10 miles an hour. Bill's driving 12 miles an hour. And our track's in pretty good shape.
Cool.
So, are there any questions on the geese?
How long does a clutch last on one of these?
I don't know. That's a good question for Bill or Al. It probably depends on whether Bill or Al is driving.